Hello dear students, today we'll be discussing about the fourth chapter of your class 12 physics, that is moving charges and magnetism. So basically, what is the source of magnetism? If someone asks you what basically is the source of magnetism, then your answer should be the moving charge. Moving charge produces your magnetism, and this was first observed by Oersted experiment. Okay, so moving charge is the source of magnetism. And what is magnetic field? So magnetic field is analogous to your electric field. It is basically the space around a magnet or current carrying conductor in which its magnetic influence can be experienced. Magnet को वरिपरि अथवा एउटा करेन्ट फ्लो हुँदै गरेको कन्डक्टरको वरिपरि जहाँ चाहिँ त्यो म्याग्नेटको इन्फ्लुएन्सलाई फिल गर्न सकिन्छ, where the influence can be feel. So that is basically your magnetic field. It's analogous to your electric field. Okay, so like in electric field we have electric force, that is Coulomb's force. Here in magnetism also we have magnetic force, and this magnetic force is given by product of charge and velocity cross product with magnetic field intensity B. Okay, so the scalar part or the magnitude of the force F will be equals to QB V sine theta. Remember, in cross product you get sine theta, in dot product you get cos theta. So this basically is called the Lorentz force. So in presence of both electric and magnetic field, दुईटै छ भने चाहिँ how much will be the total force? Total force will be the summation vector addition of electric and the magnetic force, which will be equals to QE plus Q V cross B. That is electric force, the first part QE, plus the magnetic part Q V cross B. Okay, the total amount of Earth's magnetic field is about 3.6 into 10 to the power minus 5 of Tesla. The SI unit of magnetic field intensity is Tesla T. So if you place a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field, कुनै पनि एउटा magnetic field मा तिमीले एउटा current carrying conductor लाई राख्यो भने how much force the current carrying conductor will experience? यहाँ हेर cross देख्दैछौ. There are two methods to represent a magnetic field. Cross भनेको धनुकाँड हानेको सम्झ तिमी. If the arrow is going away from you, तिमीबाट टाढो जाँदैछ भने what you will see? You will see the arrow को back side देख्छौ र back side कस्तो हुन्छ? Cross हुन्छ. So this cross means the arrow is going away from you, that is towards the plane of the paper. Paper पट्टि जाँदैछ arrow means. And if it is dot, एउटा dot मात्रै देख्दैछ भने if it is coming towards you, तिम्रो पट्टि एउटा arrow आउँदैछ भने what you will see? You will see the dot, एउटा dot देख्छौ तिमीले. Okay, and that particular direction means it is going away from the plane of the paper. यहाँ cross छ, that means it is going into the plane of the paper. So कति हुन्छ total force भन्दाखेरि F will be I L cross B. I is the amount of current, L is the length of the rod, B is the intensity of the magnetic field. Okay, so how to get the direction of the force? Direction of the force is given by Fleming's left hand rule, जुन चाहिँ तिम्रो current को direction चाहिँ तिम्रो central finger ले दियो, and if the another finger बीचको finger ले चाहिँ first finger जसलाई भनिन्छ त्यसले B को direction दियो भने your thumb will give the direction of force. Okay, remember this is not the right hand, this is the left hand rule. You have others rule also. So when the charge is moving in uniform magnetic field, कुनै पनि right angle मा move गर्दैछ भने it will move in a circular path. Okay, it will move in a circular path. When charged particle moves at right angle to the magnetic field, त्यसको path कस्तो हुन्छ? Circular हुन्छ. And what will be the radius of that particular circular path? R will be equals to mv divided by qb, जसलाई लार्मर रेडियस पनि भनिन्छ। ओके, कुनै एंगल बनाएर मुभ गरे भने अदर देन 90, त्यसको पाथ कस्तो हुन्छ? द पाथ विल बी हेलिकल। सर्कुलर पनि घुम्दैछ प्लस लिनियर डिस्टेन्स पनि कभर गर्दैछ, त्यस्तो खालकोलाई चाहिँ भन्छ हेलिकल। ओके, बियो-सावर्ट ल, इट इज वान अफ द इम्पोर्टेन्ट ल। जसरी कुलम्स ल आउँछ तिम्रो इलेक्ट्रोस्ट्याटिक्समा, म्याग्नेटोस्ट्याटिक्समा पनि तिम्रो बियो-सावर्ट ल आउँछ। सो बियो-सावर्ट लले चाहिँ के भन्छ भने कुनै पनि डिस्टेन्स r मा इफ यु वान्ट टु क्याल्कुलेट द अमाउन्ट अफ म्याग्नेटिक फिल्ड, हाउ मच इट विल बी भन्दाखेरि इट विल बी इक्वल्स टु म्यु नट अपन 4 पाई आइडियल भेक्टर क्रस r भेक्टर डिवाइडेड बाई r क्यूब। ओके, दिस इज द अमाउन्ट अफ म्याग्नेटिक फिल्ड एट डिस्टेन्स r फ्रम अ current carrying current element dl, dl बाट चाहिँ कति टाढा छ? r मा छ। ओके, if you write the magnitude part, it will be mu naught upon 4 pi ideal sin theta upon r square. So magnetic field on the axis of a circular current loop, जुन चाहिँ एउटा कुनै पनि सर्कुलर करेन्ट लूप, कुनै पनि लूपमा सर्कुलर करेन्ट लूपमा मतलब सर्कुलर लूपमा if current is flowing, then it produces a magnetic field, magnetic field produce गर्छ। Basically it is a magnetic dipole, dipole हो तिम्रो यो। र what amount of magnetic field is produced भन्दाखेरि B will be equals to mu naught NIR square divided by 2 x square plus r square to the power 3 by 2. So what are the different symbols? So the distance between your center of the loop to that point P is x, and what is r? What is r? R is the distance between the current element dl to the point P. Okay, so this is the expression. This is a very important expression, you need to remember. Numericals may be asked from this. So at the center of the circular point x तिम्रो 0 हुन्छ, यो distance जुन चाहिँ छ तिम्रो x center मा ल्यायो भने 0 हुन्छ। So if you put the x in this particular expression B, you'll get B will be equals to mu naught I upon twice of r. If there are n number of turns, एउटा coil को लागि यति, if n number of turns, you need to simply multiply that magnetic field by n. So it will be n mu naught I divided by twice of r. So Ampere's circuitry law, it basically says that the line integral of magnetic field induction B around any closed path in vacuum is equals to mu naught times the current threading the closed path. This is analogous to Gauss's law. Gauss's law भन्थ्यो हाम्रो इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स मा, यहाँनिर हाम्रो एम्पियर सर्किटरी लॉ छ। So दुईटालाई कम्पेयर गरेर पढ्नु, it will be easy to remember. So it will basically the closed line integral, closed बीचमा डल्लो देख्दैछ, that means closed loop मा हुनु पर्यो b vector dot dl vector equals to mu naught I. Okay, these are some applications of Ampere's circuitry law. You can see these are very simple things which will be easily understandable. So this part, force between two parallel currents, the ampere, यहाँबाट चाहिँ क्वेशन सोध्नु सक्छ, define 1 ampere भनेर चाहिँ तिमीलाई if someone asks you the question, how to answer that question भन्दाखेरि you need to answer that question, define 1 ampere भन्दाखेरि you need to answer using this concept of force between two parallel currents. So दुईटा parallel currents छ, दुईटा conductor छ, त्यसमा दुईपट्टि I1 पनि उकालो जाँदैछ, I2 पनि उकालो जाँदैछ भने how much force it will experience भन्दाखेरि F2 र F1 को जुन चाहिँ force छ, that will be mu naught I1 I2 divided by twice of pi d. Okay, so what is d? D is the total distance between two conductors. Okay, how to get the direction of magnetic field? Direction of magnetic field is given by the right hand grab rule. Conductor लाई यसरी च्याप्पै पक्र्यो, so the thumb पट्टि जहाँ current छ भने your rotating fingers will give you the direction of magnetic field. Okay, at any point rotating fingers will give you the direction of magnetic field. Okay, that is right hand thumb rule. So अघिको Fleming's left hand थियो, so don't confuse with that. So these are the two. So F1 and if these two currents are in the same direction, what is the conclusion? Conclusion के भयो? They will attract or repel each other. Tell me. Okay, so you are understanding. I hope you people are understanding what I am trying to say. So parallel currents attract each other, anti-parallel repel each other. Okay, that you need to understand. So how to define 1 ampere? So definition of 1 ampere basically comes from this expression, F equals to mu naught I1 I2 upon twice of pi d. So the ampere is the value of that steady current which, when maintained in each of the two very long straight parallel conductors of negligible cross section and placed 1 meter apart in vacuum, would produce on each of these conductors a force equal to 2 into 10 to the minus 7 Newton per meter of length. Okay, so this is the definition of 1 ampere. So when currents are anti-parallel, note please, if the direction of electric currents flowing in two parallel straight conductors is same, they attract each other. Okay, जब direction same huncha, they attract each other. If opposite, they repel each other. This is the conclusion. So how much will be the torque? M will be I multiplied by A. Okay, I multiplied by A will be the torque. So these are other things which you can see, galvanometers and all, very simple things you can practice through these notes. I'll be forwarding these notes in your group, so kindly study these things. If you have any kind of problem, we can discuss. Okay, so okay, thank you.